Good morning, students. Unit 2 Introduction to Algebra. Let's recall what we learnt on the last video. Variable. Variables are quantities that can take any value and they are denoted by small alphabets. Constant. Constant are the terms in an algebraic expression that contains only numbers. Constant is a fixed numerical value. And also we discuss about how to create numeric and geometric patterns. And next, the mathematical phrases of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Today, we are going to see about what is meant by algebraic statement and verbal statement and how to convert it. Algebraic statement. Algebraic statement is a problem stated using numbers and symbols. For example, x plus 3, a divided by 5. Verbal statement. A verbal expression is a mathematical statement that is expressed in words. For example, x is divided by 3, a is subtracted from b. Let's solve the exercise problems. Exercise 2.2. Express the following verbal statement to algebraic statement. Students, as you already know that the given question is in the form of verbal statement. You have to change into algebraic statement. Here the first question is t is added to 100. Here t is a variable, 100 is a constant value. Here the word added represent plus. So we can write this verbal statement as t plus 100. T is a variable. Added is a keyword which represents the operation is addition. Then the constant value 100. See, here the second question is 4 times q. 4 is a constant value. Q is a variable. Times. Times is a keyword which represent the operation is multiplication. So 4 times means multiplication symbol you have to write, then q. 4 into q can be written as 4q. Then the third question is 8 reduced by y. Here 8 is a constant value, y is a variable. Here reduce, the keyword which represent what? Yes, it represent the operation minus. 8 minus y. 8 is a constant value. Reduced means you have to put minus symbol, then y. Fourth question. Express the following algebraic statement to verbal statement. In previous problem, you have changed verbal statement to algebraic statement. In this problem, you are going to change algebraic statement to verbal statement. See, the given question is in the form of algebraic statement. You have to change into verbal statement. Here the first question is x. This symbol represent what? Division. X divided by 3. X is a variable, 3 is a constant value. Here the operation is division. So you have to change into verbal statement. X is, this symbol represent what? Division. X is divided by what? 3. X is divided by 3. Example 2.1. Suppose that there are some eggs in a tray. If 6 eggs are taken out from it and still 10 eggs are remaining, how many eggs are there in the tray? Let's see. There are some eggs in a tray. We don't know the number of eggs in the tray. Then 6 eggs are taken out from it. So we have to minus total eggs minus 6 eggs. Remaining how many eggs are there? 10 eggs equal to 10 eggs. According to the given statement, we have to write the verbal statement as unknown number of eggs in a tray. We don't know the number of eggs in the tray. Then minus. Then 6 eggs gives 10 eggs. The given statement is unknown number of eggs in a tray minus 6 eggs gives 10 eggs. Here unknown number of eggs in a tray is a unknown value. We take it as a variable x. This can be written as x minus 6 equal to 10. Here x denotes the unknown number. X minus 6 equal to 10. To find the unknown value x, the constant value, that is minus 6 will goes to the right hand side, means it will change into plus 6. Minus 6 will goes to the right hand side, means it will change into plus 6. X equal to 10 plus 6. 10 plus 6 is what? 16. X equal to 16. The number of eggs in a tray is 16. According to the given statement, we can written as x minus 6 equal to 10. Here x is a variable. We have to find the unknown value x. Minus 6 will goes to the right hand side, means it will change into plus 6. 10 plus 6 is 16. So x value is 16. Fifth question, the teacher asked two students to write the algebraic statement for the verbal statement. 8 more than a number. Vetri wrote 8 plus x, but Maran wrote 8x. Who gave the correct answer? You have to find who gave the correct answer. Solution. First, let's see the given question. The teacher asked the students to write the algebraic statement for the verbal statement. The teacher given the verbal statement, students wants to change into algebraic statement. The given statement is 8 more than a number. Vetri wrote it as 8 plus x and Maran wrote it as 8x. You have to check who gave the correct answer. Let's find out who gave the correct answer. Here the given verbal statement is 8 more than a number. Here 8 is a constant value. More means which represent the operation is addition. A number. We don't know that number. So let's take a number be x. Students, note down carefully. Here 8 is a constant value. More means it represents the keyword addition. Then we don't know that number. So let's take a number be x. Let's write 8 more means you have to put addition symbol. A number. We take a number be what? X. So 8 plus x. Who gave the correct answer? Vetri. Vetri wrote as 8 plus x. So Vetri gave the correct answer is 8 plus x. I explain you one more time. Here the teacher asked the students to write the algebraic statement for this verbal statement. 8 more than a number. First you have to write 8. Then more means it's addition. Here we take an unknown value, a number be x. So 8 plus x. Who gave the correct answer? Vetri. Vetri gave the correct answer is 8 plus x. Sixth one, answer the following questions. First one, if n takes the value 3, then find the value of n plus 10. Here n is a variable, 10 is a constant value. The given question is n takes the value 3, which means n equal to 3. Then you have to find the value of n plus 10. N equal to what? 3. You have to substitute n equal to 3. Then you will get 3 plus 10. 3 plus 10 is 13. Your answer is 13. See, here n value is already given, n equal to 3. You have to substitute n value as 3. That is 3 plus 10 equal to 13. Second one, if g is equal to 300, what is the value of g minus 1 and g plus 1? Here g is a variable, 1 is a constant value. Here the given question is g is equal to 300, which means g equal to 300. You have to find g minus 1 and g plus 1. What is the value of g? 300. 300 minus 1 is 299. Then g plus 1. G value is 300. Then plus 1. It is 301. See, in question already g value is given. That is g is equal to 300. G equal to 300. Then you have to find the value of g minus 1 and g plus 1. G minus 1 is 299. G plus 1 is 301. Complete the table and find the value of k, for which k by 3 gives 5. Here k is a variable. First you have to complete the table. Here the given value is k equal to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. You have to find the value of k by 3. Here already two values are given. K by 3. Substitute k value as 3. In place of k, you have to substitute the value 3. Then divided by 3. 3 ones are 3. So your answer is 1. Then substitute the value k equal to 6. In place of k, you have to substitute the value 6 by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. Your k by 3 value is 2. Then substitute the value k equal to 9 by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 threes are 9. So your k by 3 value is 3. Substitute the value k equal to 12 by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 fours are 12. So k by 3 value is 4. K value is 15 by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 fives are 15. So k by 3 value is 5. K value is 18 by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 6 are 18. So k by 3 value is 6. Then after completing the table, you have to find the value of k by 3 gives 5. When you get the answer 5, k by 3 gives 5. See, here you get the answer 5. When you divide 15 by 3, you get the answer 5. That is k divided by 3 gives 5. That is 15 divided by 3 gives the answer 15. In question they are asking to find k by 3 gives 5. When you get the answer 5, when you divide 15 by 3, you will get the answer as 5. So k by 3 gives 5 is 15 by 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 fives are 15. So k value equal to 15. First you have to complete the table by using the value of k. 3. 3 by 3 is 1. Then here the k value is 6. 6 by 3 is 2. Here the k value is 9. 9 by 3 is 3. Then k value is 12. 12 by 3 is 4. Here the k value is 15. 15 by 3 is 5. Here the k value is 18. 18 by 3 is 6. Then you have to find k divided by 3 gives 5. When you get the answer 5, when you divide 15 by 3, you will get the answer as 5. So the k value is 15. Second question, a piece of wire is 12 cm long. What will be the length of the side if it is formed as an equilateral triangle and a square? See, a piece of wire is 12 cm long. Let us assume that if it is formed as an equilateral triangle. See, if it is formed as an equilateral triangle means what will be the length of the side you have to find. See how many sides are there in equilateral triangle? 1, 2, 3. How many sides? 3 sides. See, an equilateral triangle has dash sides, dash equal sides. 1, 2, 3. 3 equal sides. In question, already they given length of the wire is given, that is 12 cm. You have to find length of the each side of the triangle. See, total length is given, that is 12 cm. Length of the each side you have to find. Students, as you already know that here the total length of the wire is given. You have to find for each. That means it's division. You have to divide 12 by 3. Then only you will get the answer for each side. 3 ones are 3. 3 fours are 12. Therefore, length of each side equal to 4 cm. An equilateral triangle has 3 equal sides. 1, 2, 3. And the total length of the wire is given, that is 12 cm. You have to find for each side. So, you have to divide 12 by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 fours are 12. Length of the each side is what? 4 cm. Next, a piece of wire 12 cm. From that you are going to make a square. See, from that wire you are going to make a square. Square has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, then 4. Square has 4 sides. A square has 4 equal sides, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the length of the wire is 12 cm. From that you are going to find length of each side. Students, as you already know that total length of the wire is given 12. You have to find for each. Each means what? One side. To find the length of each side you have to divide 12 by 4. 4 ones are 4. 4 threes are 12. So, therefore length of each side is 3 cm. That is 3 cm, 3 cm. You have to find a square has dash equal side, that is 4 equal side. Then in question already they given length of the wire is 12 cm. To find length of each side, you have to divide length of the total wire, that is 12 by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. So, length of the each side is what? 3 cm. Transposition. Students, transposition is a skill you need to learn to solve most algebra equation. See, any term can be transferred from one side of the equation to the other by changing its sign. This is called transposition. LHS, left hand side. RHS, right hand side. See, plus sign, move on to right hand side, it changed into minus. Similarly, minus sign, move on to right hand side, it changed into plus sign. If a multiplication sign move on to right hand side means it change into division. If division, move on to right hand side means it's changed into multiplication. Fourth question. The table given below shows the result of the matches played by 8 teams in a Kabaddi Championship tournament. Find the value of all the variables in the table given below. You have to find all the variables. This table shows the result of the matches played by 8 teams in a Kabaddi Championship tournament. See how many teams were played in Kabaddi Championship? 8 teams. That is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. First let's see the team A. Number of total matches played is 8. Number of matches won is 5. Number of matches lost is K. The K is an unknown value. We don't know how many matches the team A has lost. To find that unknown value, they assume that the variable as K. You have to find the value of K. Like this, in each team some unknown values are there. See, in B team, matches lost is not given. In C team, total matches played is not given. In D also, total matches played is not given. In E team, matches won is not given. In F team, matches lost is not given. Matches won is not given in G team. Total matches played is not given in H team. So you have to find all the variables in the table. First, we know that total matches played equal to matches won plus matches lost. To find the total value, you have to add matches won plus matches lost. First, let's see team A. Total matches played is what? 8. 8. Then matches won is 5. Then matches lost is K. So 8 equal to 5 plus K. You have to find the unknown variable. The constant number, that is 5 plus 5 will goes to the left hand side, means it will change into minus 5. 8 minus 5 equal to K. Students, note down carefully. You have to find the unknown variable. So the constant value, that is 5, will goes to the left hand side, means it will change into minus 5. Plus 5 will goes to the left hand side, means it will change into minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. So K value equal to 3. The number of matches lost by the A team is what? 3. Next is team B. In team B, total matches played is 7. Matches won is 6. Matches lost is not given. So they take the value, unknown value, as what? Variable M. See, total matches played is 7. Matches won is 6. Matches lost is M. You have to find the unknown value, that is variable M. So the constant value plus 6 will goes to the left hand side, means it will change into minus 6. To find the unknown value, the constant term 6 will goes to the left hand side, means it will change into minus 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. So M value equal to 1. Matches lost by the team B is 1. One is team C. Total matches played is not given, that is variable N. Matches won is 4. Matches lost is 6. Total matches equal to N. Matches won is 4. Matches lost is 6. So we can easily find the unknown value N. Here we can easily find the unknown variable N, that is 4 plus 6 equal to 10. N value is 10. Total matches played equal to 10. Here we no need to change the constant value in left hand side. 4 plus 6 is 10. Team D. In team D, total matches played is not given. Matches won is given. Matches lost is given. So you have to find the unknown value, variable A. A equal to 7 plus 2. It is similar to the previous team. Team C. In team C also we directly find the unknown value. In team D, A equal to 7 plus 2. You have to find the unknown variable A. 7 plus 2 is 9. A equal to 9. Total matches played is 9. Next one, Team E. In Team E, total matches played is 9. Matches 1 is B, variable B. Matches lost is 3. So, total matches played equal to matches 1 plus matches lost. That is 9 equal to B plus 3. You have to find the unknown variable B. So, the constant value, that is plus 3, will goes to the left hand side, means it will change into minus 3. 9 minus 3 is equal to B. 9 minus 3 is what? 6. B equal to 6. So, the matches won by the team E is 6. Team F. Total matches played is 10. Matches won is 6. Matches lost is C. You have to find the unknown variable C. 10 equal to 6 plus C. You have to find the unknown variable C. So, the constant value, that is plus 6, will goes to the left hand side, means it will change into minus 6. 10 minus 6 is 4. C value equal to 4. So, the matches lost by team F is 4. Next is team G. Total matches played is 8. Matches won is X. Then matches lost is 4. You have to find the unknown variable X. 8 equal to X plus 4. To find the unknown variable X, the constant value, that is plus 4, will goes to the left hand side, means it will change into minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. So, X equal to 4. The total matches won by team G is 4. Next, team H. Total matches played is not given. Matches won is 3. Matches lost is 6. Y equal to 3 plus 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. Y equal to 9. Total matches played equal to 9. Challenging problems. Sixth one. The rectangle made of identical square blocks with varying lengths but having only 2 square blocks as width are given below. First, let's see the square blocks. P, Q, R, S, T. In question already they given length are different, width as 2 square blocks. See, length means this part, width means this part. Width have 2 square blocks. Let's see the first question. How many small size squares are there in each of the rectangle P, Q, or S? How many small size squares? See, in P, how many square blocks are there? 1, 2. So, P equal to 2. Q, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In Q, how many small size square blocks are there? 8. In R, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, in R, 6 square blocks are there. In S, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In S, 10 square blocks are there. In T, there is no square blocks are given. So, here no need to write the square blocks for T. And the next question is fill in the boxes. You have to fill the unknown values. First, number of small size squares along the breadth, number of squares along the length, total number of squares in rectangle. See, in P, how many squares are there in breadth? 1, 2. So, 2 is already given. How many squares along the length? Only 1. So, 1. You have to find the total number of squares in a rectangle. How many? 2. See, 1, 2. So, 2 squares are there in a rectangle. Let's check. 2 square. Then, here in Q, all the details are given. So, let's move on to R. In R, you have to find number of small size squares along the breadth. How many squares? 1, 2. Breadth means this part. 1, 2. Let's check. In R, how many squares are there? 2. So you have to write 2 here. Then you have to find the total number of squares in rectangle. In R, how many squares are there in a rectangle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 square blocks. Let's check. See? 6 square blocks. Then in S, you have to find the number of squares along the length. Students, you know which part is length? This part. How many square blocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square blocks are there in the length. See? 5. And next we have to find T. Number of squares along the length is given as X. You have to find total number of squares in rectangle. Here X is an unknown variable because here no square blocks are there. So length value is given as X. You have to find total number of squares in rectangle. There is no square blocks are there in T. So X, here one X. So X plus X is 2X. Let's check. Total number of squares in rectangle is what? 2X. X plus X is 2X. Students, with this session, Unit 2 is completed. Now let's recall a short summary for this unit. Summary. Patterns. Patterns allow us to make reasonable guesses. Patterns provide a clear basis for problem solving skills. Variable. The letters A, B, C up to X, Y, Z are used to represent variable. It is usually denoted by small alphabets. A variable allows us to express relation easily in all practical situations. Constants. Constants are the terms in the algebraic expression that contains only numbers. Activity part. First one, you have to change verbal statement into algebraic statement. Then algebraic statement to verbal statement. Here I attach the related link and textbook pages. Make a use of it.